my experience and my observation is that most women are men in skirts, meaning that the way their presence, their being, the way we roll in the world, it's very masculine because we've been conditioned and programmed out of our feminines. And when I say, I don't mean feminist movement in the world, I want to be a fireman or football player. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how to be a woman in your being. What is the distinction between feminine power and masculine power? And we've been conditioned and trained to be men in skirts. We do everything like men. We compete like men. We, I said this on the R Spot a few weeks ago. I said, most women want their boyfriend to act like their girlfriend, chatting, shopping. But when the man comes home, what they meet is another dude.
That was Iyanla Vanzant. She recently appeared on The Breakfast Club. She made those comments, and now the usual suspects are offended. Some are outright in denial, saying it's not true, while a majority, about 99%, are coming up with excuses and blaming men for them acting like men. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
If you identify as a man, I don't want to hear from you.
Hello, who's this?
Shalisa.
Hey, Shalisa, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you think women are more masculine than feminine nowadays?
Yes, I do, but it's not because we want to. I think it's because we have to. Like, I work with a big group of men, and when I tell you, I have argued with these men like women just to prove that, hey, I'm a woman. They don't open doors. They don't lift anything heavy anymore. And let's not even get started about how a lot of them want you to come 50-50 in households. Like,
first off, ma'am, you wanted equality. You wanted to work with all these men, but you want them to lift things for you at work and do your job at work. That's one of the biggest problems that I have with women trying to do jobs for men. And they always get upset with me when I say it. But there are some jobs that women should not be doing. Those jobs are for men. What they do is take those jobs and then expect for all the men around them to do their job at work for them as well as perform their own job. They really have no business there. They're a liability. And she's complaining about men opening the doors for her. Men still open doors for women. You know who never have that problem and they don't have to touch doors? Feminine women. You're obviously not one of them. Feminine women don't have arguments with men trying to prove that they are women. It's already evident.
why am I going to sit here and do all of that when I am already doing it on my own? Like, I don't need you to come in and do all of that. Like, it's stupid.
Shalisa, let me ask you a question. Do you think part of this is because I would say in the last, maybe 10 years, everybody's been talking, everybody wants everything 50-50. Women want the same amount as men. So it's kind of like, well, if you want the same amount, do the same amount. I don't look at it like that, but do you think maybe that's part of it?
It could be part of it, but I'm going to say this. Like, from where I come from, my grandma worked, my grandfather worked. But when she wanted to retire and start her business, my grandfather made sure that was possible. I have my other grandmother on my dad's side. I don't ever recall her working. Like, in my entire life, I don't recall her having a job. But things got done. I feel like they talk about they want these women to step back into these roles, but they're not doing what their grandfathers have done, and that was pay all the bills.
Okay, thank you.
And then like her, they love talking about what their grandmothers did, but they won't do half the things their grandmother did. They're talking about men paying all the bills. These are the same women that still argue about fixing plates, cooking and cleaning. They won't even do it, or they argue with you about it.
I'm just listening.
Okay, let's go to another call.
I'm just listening to this trauma being spilled over this radio this morning.
Lola!
What up, though?
What up, though, Detroit? So what do you think? You think women are more masculine than feminine?
I think women have become more masculine because they've had to, not because we want to or because we choose to, but because we don't have men to lead us. And that's not, there are some very good, strong men that lead their women. But in most cases, we have become masculine because we have to be, not because we want to be. Yeah, I don't think it's a choice anymore.
So what?
But you know, it's interesting when people say that, because it's like a man shouldn't dictate how you move, right? Like just because a man isn't showing up the way he needs to show up doesn't mean you got to be more masculine, does it?
Well, we're supposed to be a helpmate, and if we don't have the person that we're supposed to be helping, then we got to carry the load on our own. Which I think results in us becoming more masculine or feeling like we need to be in that position. No, I think we've done it because we have to, because we have to, not because we have a choice. Because the men are lacking in that area.
I also wonder what the balance is, right? Because you got to have sacred masculine and you got to have divine feminine. Like, they both exist in both genders. So I wonder what that balance looks like.
Well, what are you doing that you feel like is masculine that you shouldn't be doing?
Wearing right guard.
So shut up, man.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Getting my oil change.
Yeah.
Taking my car to the car wash.
Yeah. Well.
Taking my car to get gas. Things like that. That's things like that.
I'm not gonna lie. My dad definitely did that for my mom. My mom, I don't think ever been to a car wash. Only a gas station if she had to. And I do the same thing for my wife. My wife does get car washes though. She'll go if she has time. But yeah, my wife has never seen the inside of a place
and
to
that's
get
what
her
I'm
oil
teaching my
change.
sons, like to be real men. Like, your wife get hit on the most at the gas station. You should never let your wife go to the gas station. That's when she's gonna get hit on the most.
What if she's driving and she's on E?
And this one right here, she's one of these masculine women that's raising sons, talking about what she's teaching her sons to do. She's so masculine, she couldn't even get along with their father or any other man. And her excuse is she had no other choice. No, you all have a choice. She also said that some men are leading. The truth is, the men who are leaders, they will never choose a woman like her.
Like this, come on now. Some of this is ridiculous.
You should let her get on E.
Nah, that's the truth. Cause like when my wife, usually on the weekends I take my wife's cars to get gas. I take my daughter's cars to get gas.
What if she's driving during the week and she's on E? Also, let's reverse that. If a man cooks and a man cleans, is that things that are regulated only to women? No, because there's plenty of single men out here who don't have nobody to cook for them and have nobody to clean for them. Those are just basic necessities to survive.
And they probably are a little more in touch with their feminine side as well.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
And Lola,
you're right, not in a negative way, like but they probably more in touch with their feminine side. They know how to.
I think cooking,
do chores and laundry.
When I lived by myself, cooking and cleaning was just basic necessities you needed to survive.
And Lola, you're right.
And that's why you appreciate a woman more once you finally do get one, because she's your helpmate and she usually takes on those type of responsibilities.
Okay.
And Lola, you're right. Yesterday, my wife went to the car wash to get her car clean, and you know what? Dudes with tolerance. So that's the last time she going to that car wash. I'm going to wash her car every day for her. To stay out that car wash.
Take her car to get gas.
They'd be jealous.
Hello, who's this?
This Angel from Detroit.
Angel, what up, though?
What up, though?
You know what we talking about.
I called in to get in on y'all, like, for real. Y'all know it's 2023. Of course we doing way more masculine work than feminine. Or using way more masculine energy than we working in our feminine. It has to stop. I'm going to need y'all to get out of these communities and rebuild these fellas.
Now here she is also acknowledging that it's true, but her answer too is for the men to come back to the community and fix the men in the community.
Okay, they done took over our clothes. They want to do everything we do, so now we got to do everything y'all supposed to be doing. I'm over it.
And then this hood rat is just so disingenuous. She's trying to talk about gay men. The thing is, you're not dating a gay man. So why is she bringing up those type of men who will wear female clothes? And then her solution was for the men to come back into the community to fix men? You mean Dontavious Monterio that she's raising? This conversation is about women, but not once did she say that anything needed to change with women.
Hello, who's this?
Harry D.
Era D, good morning. What do you think? You think women are more masculine than feminine?
No, I think that depending on the situation, the woman's going to show her femininity. Like, if you're not giving enough energy where we feel the need to be soft and supple, then we're not going to be. We're going to be, I guess, more masculine, but all in all, not at all.
True.
Okay. Thank you, Mama.
And you see, nothing is rooted in principle. Everything is about how they feel. She's talking about that fake femininity, conditional femininity, like I've been saying for years now. You cannot switch it on and off. You're either feminine or you're not. And most of them are not, which is why they can't get the men they want. And men, especially decent men, they are not going to negotiate with you on that, nor will they waste any time on you. They will go to the feminine women.
Hello, who's this?
This is Sky Blue.
Hey, good morning. We're asking, do you think women are more masculine than feminine?
Yes, they tend to be more masculine. I myself realized that I've been a lot more masculine than I was normally, and I feel like that's just because of hardship. Men today, at least the men that I've came across, have not been masculine themselves, so I find myself having to pick up where they're not doing.
And see, that's where you're out of order. If he's not fit to lead, then why are you with him anyway?
Mm-hmm.
And I just find myself just being, in your face, where I got it myself, I'm gonna do it myself, and I realized that I was masculine when I finally had a daughter, and I realized there was nothing feminine about me, and I realized, maybe that was a problem in a lot of my relationships, that I didn't know how to be just a woman in a skirt. I was trying to be, play the role of a man while still being a woman, and I feel like a lot of women are like that. Because not all men, but a lot of men around there are not masculine anymore. So if a woman is with a man that's not presenting a safe environment where she can grow and flourish and be feminine, her masculine side is going to come out.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I blame Beyonce.
Why you blame Beyonce?
We have a generation of women raised by Beyonce, and I love Beyonce. Y'all know my Pinkett Smith, Winfrey Knowles Carter, but Beyonce, she told y'all to be independent women. All my ladies, independent, throw your hands up at me, all of that, then it was all my single ladies, and then she went and got married on y'all, okay, and left y'all out here confused with no direction. What happened to the independent woman era? Somebody has to admit that being an independent woman is overrated, and the reason women were independent is because they had to be. Okay, it was almost out of survival, all right? Not because they wanted to be. I do know we have to find a balance, though, because the world is never going to be what we need it to be until everyone has the right balance of sacred masculine and divine feminine. That's when the world is, going to be what we want it to be.
Is that your moral of the story?
That is definitely my moral of the story. Because nobody said that yet. Nobody has said, nobody's admitted being an independent woman was overrated. And by the way, being a single man is overrated. The only reason people want to be independent is because they feel like they have to be in that moment. But everybody wants a partner, bro. Everybody wants a partner that they can grow with. Everybody wants a partner that they feel protects them, provides for them. Everybody wants a partner that's going to have their back, man. That's it. Like what Method Man said on All I Need. Rub me on my back, baby, and tell me everything will be okay. Everybody wants that. Say it with me. Stop it. See, this is y'all problem. Y'all spent 15 years singing all them songs and telling the universe, y'all want to be a single lady? Oh, I'm a single lady. I had to dance down, back, and everything. Forget all that. Tell the universe you want a partner, a man, okay? Men, tell the universe you want you a woman. Say it. We need more positive music. What's the record that can bring people together, man? Huh?
Cuff It. I feel like falling in love.
Yes, for real. There you go. Now, see? There you go. Now Beyonce crafting a different spell.
Okay.
See, Beyonce crafted a spell that kept y'all single for 20 years. Now she crafting a different spell. Cuff It. I feel like, but I don't even know the rest of that song.
Me neither.
What is it?
We gonna get on tonight. Doom, doom.
All right.
Black
See?
love.
We need more of that. We
Black
need more of that.
love.
Hey, black love. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of that. Hey.
All right, when we come back.
That's why Beyonce going on tour, because she knows she done ruined the generation, kept y'all independent and single. Now she gonna try to get y'all married.
That's true, but at this point, a lot of them have been programmed for so long, moving like men for so long, being out of order for so long, that they are beyond repair. Like I've been saying for the longest, you can't mold stale bread. And a lot of them are too old, too bitter, that you can't do anything with them. I do believe these artists like Beyonce, K. Michelle, and Sierra, they promoted feminism and rebellious behavior for a long time, especially the female rappers that's been talking greasy as well. They talk all that city girl talk, then they go home and snuggle up with their man. That's why light-skinned Keisha told y'all a while ago, she's not playing. Her having a solid relationship with her man is her priority. Now, this partnership talk. I wish straight people will stop trying to appropriate the LGBT community, give them back their term, and recognize that men may see this partnership term as innocent when they hear it being used. A lot of them have been programmed to accept that, referring to their women as a partner. But women who swear by that are actually still showing signs of feminism. If she's looking at her man as a partner, she can't fully see him as a leader. She's thinking that she's equal to him, and that's a clear indication of a power struggle. None of these women who called in to respond to Iyanla's comments proved her wrong. Instead, they confirmed it. On top of that, they gave the usual excuses. At the end of the day, ladies, masculine men that you want are not even listening to your excuses anymore. They are already moving on. I do think that change is possible for some, but I don't know how you can change before even acknowledging that you have an issue. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What do you think about all of this? Shout out to our brothers Dark Power and Paul. I appreciate you all for your support. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.